Facebook's in, at least. I sent you the link to the chat.
Yep.
So everything's online except Twitch for some reason. Don't know if Twitch has maybe stopped working with Restream. I'm not sure.
Is there a certain amount of bandwidth that you can't exceed, and therefore it's kicking you off or something?
It might. It could well be.
Because Twitch is last in it. Do you think it's going through the others first and then just like?
Well, Twitch had a big issue with like copyright or something, and they basically, because everyone was like playing tunes on Twitch, and then they cancelled a load of stuff. So I don't know if it's...
What about DJs though? Because DJs are caning Twitch.
That's the thing. So I don't know I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how that's working.
Copyright applies unless you're a DJ, innit?
I mean, I've seen, Facebook live streams get cancelled or get like muted because because someone's played a tune or whatever that Facebook has decided.
The majors have got an algorithm that runs through, and if it's like in the same key and got similar melody, it will go, oh, that's a track from, I don't know, Sony's catalogue or something like that, and then
ridiculous.
cut it off.
Yeah, I notice how the majors have that, but the independents obviously don't get a look into that. Right. So what are we doing? I'm gonna have to finish at 6:30 if that's all right.
Yeah, that's tough.
But we've got a couple of... It's 4:30 now, so we've got a couple of hours. So, this doesn't seem to start for a while. Oh, it's all kind of, it like fades in.
Yeah, I think that the first drum hit starts at bar 17 because I've given it a quarter bar.
Okay, so there's a
quarter bar silence.
Should I shift all of that back then?
Yeah.
Okay, and we could probably add a couple of bits of Atmos in here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's connected. Twitch is connected. Good stuff. And the Facebook is connected as well. Yeah, I think there could definitely be some like some other timbres before this. Is that you on the guitar?
No, it's a mate of mine, Lucas.
Oh, right.
He's just basically copying the synth melody. But he does this like the little textures in there. He's a really good guitarist.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so the first thing I want to do is look at this section with the the fading in of the dun 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 dun. I want to start with one of my favourite free instruments one of my favourite free contact instruments. Did you have a look at those the clang stuff?
I think so.
It's by Cinematic Instrument.
Okay.
Called Clang, and there's a series of them, and they're all free. And there's some really cool cinematic sounds. So for this one, it's just like a hammered violin sound. So, and then you can like distort it. You know what I mean? It's like quite. And there's like a lo-fi. I think that's probably just a bit crash. Yeah, it just does that. But then it's also got a sequencer in it. So if we could sequence the thing.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I mean? And then play that, and then I can automate the sort of tone cut off and stuff on that. Bump, bump, bump. So it goes left, right. Dun, 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 dun. So what would it? I think it's this.
Yeah, is that right?
That's right, yeah. I don't know why they're like, some of them are panned left. Damn it. Got a stuck note. That. Ah, and then it gets rid of the sequencer. I think it's this. Yeah. So then, but there's the thing is I can't. Well, I want to be able to. Oh, you can. Oh, you can. You know what I mean? Do a bit of that. Or even distort.
I think keep it woodier rather than
distorted.
grungy.
And then we could do like a volume automation as well. You know, something like that. But Something like that. Do you think the F or the B flat? Or both?
I think that higher up sounds. Because what I was trying to do is keep the low end as clean as possible. So it's just the drums and the kind of the duff, if you know.
Okay, yeah.
And it keeps everything quite light and foresty, if you know what I mean.
Could even so like do it the octave up even.
Maybe it might be worth putting a high pass on it now, just so we can kind of see how the tone rises.
Yeah. Probably be about there.
Yeah, a little bit of body's good.
Doing that thing again where it's like.
If you go to, I think it's Logic Pro X in the top corner.
Top corner.
And then go to Control Surfaces, and then bypass all Control Surfaces. That should get rid of the ringing note, or the held note.
But then, no, still there.
Okay.
But the thing is, then doing a reinitialization. No, I don't want that. But I want the hanging notes to. How do I reload all samples? Still doing that thing. There's basically no way to, unless I click off it and click back on it. No, it's still there. There's no way other than panic and then getting rid of the thing. And then having to redo the sequencer again. That is so annoying. That's the one. Hi Isaac. Sure, send me them. Right. It's out of time. There was a bit of a jump there. I'm just gonna do that. Easier, innit? I think about 100 is the sweet spot, isn't it? Because past that it gets too thin. Yeah. I'm kind of torn between wanting to put any more notes in than that. Like
I think
I feel like that's quite good, just having that one note.
because I think it's all about tension in this part anyway, and it's got
Yeah,
the kind of pad moving about quite a lot on the guitar melody. So anything extra, I
exactly.
think, just needs to be just tension.
Quite static. Yeah. What else can we add?
You
Maybe.
want to do a bit of that atmospheric? Oh, you wanted to do this bit?
Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look at the. Yeah, I don't want to really get orchestral with it. I think it needs to be like quite esoteric stuff.
Yeah,
And lab.
I think. Well, I think not too synthetic though.
No, but stuff that's like quite individual or like intimate, rather than like and the horns and the strings. Do you know what I mean? Like it's more like one little, something like soltasto cello or something where it's a bit more like that kind of a bit more. Bit more sort of on the edge
Mm-mm.
rather than like ta-da,
So maybe like coming from like bar 9 with that or something like that.
Yeah, well let's see. So we just fade it into bar 9. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. That it kind of does like a major third, and I was doing, so I might just change that to and then yeah, we could probably just keep that underneath the whole way up until 33 maybe. Maybe
Can we get a little bit more either level on the track or your mic down or?
yeah, yeah. It's because the whole thing's like super quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just stick a limiter on it and
Yeah.
crank it.
Crank it up.
Crank it. Right. Is that any better? Obviously, super quiet intro, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
down there's nice.
I just felt like it was all a bit muffled, so it kind of needed.
Definitely the lower registers. Not quite that low.
Let's just do a little dolphin pluck.
Casually done. Can't say I've ever plucked a dolphin before.
Actually, I think that could probably come on the. You've got the boom, boom, ding. Boom, ding, boom, ding. Oh, it's already got something there. I think maybe do it this way. Right. Next. Incidental.
I'm just thinking for where the drums are fading in, it might be nice to get a kind of low bass note in there, just to kind of fill that impact point.
You could do like a pluck thing. Or there's no pits. There we go. I don't want it panned so much. Like that.
I was thinking more something sustained, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
Just almost like a low cello line, just holding that note, just to fill that gap, because I feel like it needs some low emphasis at that point.
Where are you thinking that? At 33.
Yeah. Just you know where we started the fade to the drums.
Yeah.
Just at that point there, just needs just something like that in there, just to hold the weight. Even if it's just one note, just until sort of like the drums are heard.
It's quite quiet. I'm gonna grab the. Do you think a cello section would be too much? That's not even doing anything.
It's a bit quiet, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't go that low. Basses. It's loading it up. Like that.
Yeah.
Right, 33. Do you think like tremolo, maybe?
Let's just see how this. Then it can come away there.
I don't know.
feels good.
Yeah, I quite like that, and I think then maybe the cellos could go on top of that and like have like a rising riff, or like a rising melody theme. 1, 2, 3, and. Yeah, it's quite subtle, that.
But I think it just like if you mute it and go to bar 33, you'll notice like a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's just low register stuff.
So then, if we double that up, so that's basses. We then double that with cello. Go away.
Just the octave up.
So. Something like that. Yeah. That's kind of it's subtle, but it's got that sort of rising tension to it. Quite like that. We could probably glide between each of those. So then. Yeah.
Maybe the second to last note can come down as opposed to rise up. Maybe back to there before it goes back up again. Or I think maybe not.
I think we could add a different layer over the top with the harmony. Let's start working in some. We've quickly gone from, I don't think we need strings and horns, to like straight away let's put some strings and horns in it. I mean, why not? So violas, working our way up the orchestra. So I wonder how it would work if you just sort of kind of just start at a third below or something. That didn't work.
That note feels too major. The cello.
Which note?
Uh,
The major third.
yeah.
But that's the only one that works really.
Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the one after that needs to go somewhere else, just to kind of, because it just feels a little bit nice. That's all I'm thinking.
Let's see. It's tough. Yeah.
Mood-wise, I think it fits better because it keeps that slightly mysterious edge rather than being. Yeah, I mean, without being too obvious, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, whether it's a case that we have a couple more harmonies along the way to kind of move it about a bit, so it just doesn't feel like step, 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 step.
I wonder if
That's nice. Yeah, because it feels like the first half of it kind of goes along, and then the second half of it deviates a little bit, which is quite nice.
yeah.
Maybe turn the cello down a fraction, just.
Yeah, I was thinking it gets a little loud. Maybe it's just about bringing the process down. I was thinking as well.
Feeling a bit cold casey now, isn't it? Needs a passing note in there between note 2 and 3. I think a nice passing note in there will really.
In the cello.
No, in the viola.
Yeah.
Just, well, I think it's probably the one above the note next to it. So.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Like a good bend.
Yeah, we can do the slides.
No, it's the note below, isn't it? Needs to rise to that note, I think. Maybe. Don't know, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I just wish there was a way of doing it, like that it could kind of just maybe it's just in the velocities.
I think the what is it? The D flat can probably be double the length, so it can take up half that bar.
This one.
Sorry, the passing note. Sorry, the E flat.
Okay, this.
It just feels like it needs a little bit more. It may not be the whole half. And then, depending on how responsive the other is, you might be able to get the F sharp in the passing note as well. So 2 passing notes, but I don't know whether it's going to react quick enough. Yeah, I know.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't know whether we're going to get enough of an impact there.
Kind of goes woo woo woo. It's a bit
Maybe
annoying.
if we have the the E flat longer, so it goes all the way up to bar 39. So just have it as
Well, I was going to change the. If we change the velocity, it might work. How's that?
Yeah, we could even have the note that comes in on 39 start a little bit later, so we've got slightly more of the passing note.
Like that.
Not that much, just a little bit extra, just so it's just off the 1.
Okay.
Maybe it's too much with the extra note in there. I mean,
It's quite a romantic line. It's very like. Ooh. Let's
take the top note out then, and just have it as just one passing note rather than trying to be too clever. Or do you like it?
I like it. It may be too much, but I think once we've got other things in, we'll know.
All right.
And I think it's like you're kind of pushing the envelope a little bit with it.
Yeah.
And maybe if you're just pushing the envelope a little bit with other things, then it all starts to make more sense rather than one thing doing too much. Let's see. Because I kind of also feel like there's a lot of low end in the start, but there's not really any tops. And that may be like something that's, you could do like, what would it be? It'd be like, tremmy? No, not that. Trem strings really is what we want. Bird song. That's not long enough. I think. Oh, maybe this. You know what I mean? Over the top of it.
Yeah.
Sort of.
The old siren whine.
I think we can do better. I think
I think it needs to remain quite misty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And quite muffled. I mean, the kind of the muffled pad was done deliberately to have that kind of almost like matte finish, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I think maybe pinhole with like floor tando. Then you can really dial it back.
Yeah, I think yeah, that kind of thing.
You know? Maybe even all the way up there.
That's better because it's more of a
Like,
high frame, isn't it?
yeah, it's like way out of the way. I like that. Okay. That. Make it a bit louder. So. That's like almost not even there.
You could probably come away at 17.
Yeah. I was thinking by then it should probably, because the thing that gets me is that you've got this pad swelling in, and then once the thuds come in, the kind of pad disappears and sort of swells in and out. I feel like something else needs to take over there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So this is, what is this? Pinhole.
I think you can turn it up a fraction just to get slightly more of the kind of
bit more like that.
Yeah, just a smidge.
I think maybe with, if I then bring in like consort strings.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's basically that, isn't it?
Mm.
That's the chord sequence. Okay. something like that.
Yeah, sounds really nice. I
Um,
think the
maybe don't bring it in until 17.
well, I was going to say no. Have it in before 17, and then the notes that we've got on the one of the previous tracks. I think it's the cello. There's a couple of notes there which I think we can lose and have that taken over.
Okay.
Have it instead, because I'm not convinced they're the right notes for that. I think it's just a couple of extra notes that we put in on the cello track that if we just take them out just to see.
Trackball's getting gunged up.
Senior sensors, mate.
What's that?
Scrub the sensors, isn't it?
Yeah. Just gets all like
eyes inside, doesn't it? Yeah.
all the dirt from my hands gets all clogged up in there. What were you saying? The cello line.
Scroll up.
This one.
No, scroll up a little bit more. Yeah, it's in the Soltasto. It's these notes just.
They're not quite right, are they?
10 and 17. I think we can lose them. I don't think we need them because the bit that you were putting in there fills that gap. I think.
1 second. I'm gonna, because they're quite long MIDI notes. I'm gonna do that thing with the chase. You know about that one?
What's this?
You go to project settings, MIDI, chase, then click on notes and notes. Then it means you can play a MIDI in the middle of a single MIDI note. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So like rather than having to play every MIDI thing from the start of a note, it'll pick up from the middle of a note.
Right.
Which is useful. So.
Oh yeah, I see. So you haven't got to start from the beginning of the region.
So which one is it? That one.
That one, yeah.
I think I just want to have that, and then that. That passing note works, but the rest of it doesn't do that. Got 6 people watching, but no one in the chat. What's going on? Leave us a little message. Maybe we don't even need that. Yeah.
Because then the harmony underneath comes through so much sweeter now with the.
Yeah, it's like the introduction of that. Yeah, the pinhole. Yeah.
Pinhole could probably come up. I think it's the pinhole. Fraction.
And then I think, yeah, this one, I feel like we could do the same that we've done with the hammered violin, but do it with like stack cello or something. Do something like the octave down, like a few octaves down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So there's a bit of a leader for that riff.
Yeah.
Have it before, is that what you mean?
Have what?
You wanted to do the similar sort of thing as the hammered violin before we get to the hammered violin part with a
yeah, perhaps.
Or the same point. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Well, we could maybe. I think Let's do it where it is at the moment, and then we can always see how it will work if we put it earlier.
Sorry, I thought that's what you were suggesting. Yeah, but yeah, crack on.
That's what we should I do, like a aperture ensemble maybe? That'd be too much. It'd be Colegno. That too much?
No, it might work. If it's not too loud, I think it'll work. And if we get the accents right, so it's kind of like there's a couple of bits poking through, and it just gives it that little kind of bit of excitement, I suppose.
And mode. Something like that.
No, the other one.
It's a little bit clicky though, isn't it? Maybe.
Should we put the part in and then try different settings on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just put it on the one note for now. 3, 4. I want to be able to increase the volume. I think maybe if I take that ostinato thing off and instead do it on an arc, then I can manipulate it with the what's it called? With the controller, odd wheel, velocity base, velocity fixed, and then, oops, yeah, and I can do that, and I turn that off, and then we've got to dial in the arc pattern grid, then then so guesswork. Yep. Basically anything under there is pretty pointless. Right, well let's try it.
Yep.
Maybe even doing that and then that. Let's see. for some reason. Oh, I like the last bit. I don't know what happened with the first bit. It sort of triggered late for some reason. Yeah, I think it wasn't quantized, that's why. Kind of feel like it needs to be on because it's in the orchestra. It's like panned right. Maybe if we had two and I swapped left and right for the other one.
Okay.
Maybe I could do instead of the ensemble, I'll do the pinhole. And do the same thing. See how that works. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you want the da at the end, or do you want like dun 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 like that?
Yeah, I think so. Just having the moment's pause and that.
So.
I think maybe taking or putting a low pass on from about, I don't know, 19k or something.
Exactly.
Take the edge off.
Pinhole, whole leg, swap, and then aperture, whole leg. So both of those having like a rising filter.
No, I mean, so when it gets to the top, that it's slightly less sparkly, if that makes sense. I just feel it's
I mean, I was gonna say maybe it's.
Go on.
I was gonna say maybe overall it's just a bit too toppy.
Yeah, I was just thinking, just a 19k, 18k filter on it. Because I don't
kind of a bit better like that, isn't it?
Because it keeps it moodier. Because I don't think we're not at the hopeful part of the track yet.
Sorry.
And it's all that mid-range goodness on this, isn't it?
Yeah. I still feel like those tops are poking through.
Yeah, it works better because it keeps it soft and winding, which I think is what the tracking device deserves.
I think it just needs that last one. Just go from here. I'm gonna have to go from there because it's triggering the ARP wrong. Maybe it needs the junt junt because the kicks go dunt dunt.
Yeah, well, let's
Yes. Cool. What else?
the little the dolphin plucks.
Yeah.
Second one, can we drop that down an octave?
Or just do every other one down the octave.
Yeah, just to keep the irregularity. And then maybe we can try some odd effects on one, subtle stuff, but just to kind of give it a different texture each time slightly.
I'll put some.
Is it like randomizer or whatever?
Yeah, basically. Let's have a listen. See what we can do. Nightmare Dream. No. I think maybe something more like that. Do you want pitch stuff or not really?
Try it.
I'm not sure if this is the one.
I think it needs to have something where we can put some pre-delay on the effect so that we get the clean note and then the artifacts after, if you know what I mean.
Like that.
Yeah, more like that, yeah. Is it not the transient though? A little bit. No, it's just a little bit lower in volume, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit quieter.
Yeah, I think maybe dial the mix back a little bit. I think it just needs to be a little artifact rather than a huge feature. Little shimmers. Yeah, yeah. Let's try that in the mix.
You can also add maybe this one as well. Would be interesting. Just get a bit of a stereo vibe going on. That's a bit of a sort of random little.
Probably lose that last one, or up the octaves, down the octaves. That's nice. And then, should we do the same thing with like taking some of the extremely high end out of it?
Could do.
Similar to what we did with the cello.
Yeah. Maybe we should keep that going. And then, or maybe just take out that last one. Loving the seagulls, mate. They're really adding to the atmosphere there.
Shut the window if you want, mate.
That's so good.
I like the delay. I think the mix on it's too loud though. It needs to be subtler. Even more. Just so you get the slight artifacts. And then maybe the feedback will come back a little bit. This is going on a bit long. Maybe taming it around 2.5K as well, because I think that's where the delay's catching.
About there.
I reckon it's right.
You're gonna need some more delay. It's this. I think it's this one that's There's just one that's like panning on the right that's like really annoying.
Oh, that's much nicer. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
See, now that we've got all those other bits in, I feel like the viola line doesn't feel out of place because it feels like it's gonna do something like a melody's about to appear and then it doesn't.
Yeah, no, I much prefer it now. We've kind of come off the step rising, if you know what I mean, and it's weaving a lot more. It's really nice, that viola.
Yeah, because it was kind of a bit basic, wasn't it? Just sort of going up in step. Do we need anything else in that first section?
I mean, the only other thought I was having was impact points, but I think it doesn't need them, to be honest. I think it's nice not having the impact points. It's kind of like the almost kind of along the similar kind of thinking as protagonist, where it's almost like this part is like the anti boom, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
and then it's like one big build up to 41, and then even at 41, it all drops out, but there's no like satisfying boom. It's like it drops out and it just stops, and you're like left.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
Well, got to wheel out the anti-aircraft missiles again.
Yeah, but then that's kind of the feeling is that it rather than, do you know what I mean?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, like rather than having like oh bang, you know, like this isn't that sort of piece. But maybe by the end then we can have it. But
you know when it talking about the kind of the tracking scene, it's that point where it's kind of going through and then suddenly a curveball's been thrown, and
yeah, it's like we've
for a minute before
it's like
to it.
Yeah, it's like the person who's being tracked has like managed to find the device and has like chucked it or like broken it, and then the people who are tracking it are like, oh god, we've lost him. You know what I mean? And it's like, where's he gone? Oh.
So in the second half, they call him
helicopters. Exactly, and then and then it's like, oh, we've seen him. You know, it's kind of like suddenly back in. Right. Yeah, of course it's American. I'm imagining we're in Afghanistan.
Really?
Yeah, I've got like like army, those like Humvees.
Okay, because I started this after watching Dark, so
okay.
I was trying to go for.
But I think it's I think it's the scale. It's like quite a sort of.
Well, I think that's
it's like a bit of a sort of.
You've got totally different imagery. I like that in a way because it's like
I think that needs to be a little bit louder.
Have you got a filter on the delay? Just on the delay?
It's very random.
Yeah.
That's the delay.
Yeah, just... On there's no is there any reverb on labs or anything like that?
Do you want? There probably is, yeah.
Just to tweak some settings on it.
Yeah, this is the reverb. Do you want to take the reverb off?
try it just to see if there's, because there's a frequency in it that's sticking out to me. I think that feels a bit better, and maybe we can pull the low pass down a little bit further just to see. Because I know the whole point of it is to add some sparkle. I'm just seeing that high one pings quite a bit. That feels nice to me.
Yeah.
Keeps a kind of mysterious thing going on.
Okay. Anything else? I kind of wished that I wanted the rhythm to come in at 17.
Okay. Do you still feel that?
Yeah, but I might do it with. If I did it with this, but I did low. I pitched it down. Oh.
What if we were to have it and then just have it quietly, but then accent, say, the first two hits? Do you see what I mean? To have it in, and then we'll have another layer on top that's just accenting a couple of hits. So it's not got the full riff in, or the full riff isn't super audible. It's just having accents of it, and then when it connects, it suddenly gets a little bit more.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. So, doing like just doing.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you see what I mean? But it's just because it's on a subtle level. It just accents a couple little bits to just make your ear kind of prick up to the fact that there's something going on there. You know what I mean? And then you'll be able to pick out the rhythm without it being super loud.
I think in that case, rather than doing that, and also what I want to do is bounce that because it always hammered. It always gets rid of the sequence.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're better off creating an arpeggiated sequence because then we can do those velocity changes. And maybe do it with. Is there a plucked in labs? Short. No. String.
Just give me a minute, mate, and I'll be back.
Sure, man. It's ensemble. Nothing else here. Hammered dulcimer. Maybe. No. Don't know. Chat's awfully quiet today. Still sending on Facebook to one person. Might be Gus. Hi Gus. I'm just going to put in the link. Okay. Wheel. Glossy face. Okay. Yeah, okay. So.
Out the yellow line's a winner, isn't it?
Great. Right, do you want to listen from the start? I think that should be there. dun, dun, dun. Yeah. In fact, I think we should cut the ends off these as well. No, not those. These. So they all end. Maybe a bit long, a bit earlier than that. You know what I mean? That ends like 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Yeah, the other thing was this. I felt it's kind of when you introduce the higher notes, they kind of come in a bit too loud. And I don't know if that was to do with the velocities or what.
Do you think that it might be worth playing the melody on that top note, just as we go into the bar 41?
What, this doubling up on the viola?
Yeah.
On this one. Yeah. What is the it'd be.
I mean, it hasn't got to play the whole thing, but maybe some of it. You know what I mean? Just to
Maybe.
a little.
There was one other thing. This note seems to be wrong.
Yeah, there's a note in there. Yeah.
Thing is, the D is wrong. Ah. Stay. Okay. So.
Feels like it's fighting the pad line a bit, doesn't it?
Hi, Levan.
Or maybe it just needs two notes, so it just needs the D and the F.
If it doesn't have that, then it clashes, I think.
Oh, okay, all right.
Or we just don't have that. Yeah, that works.
Can we also take a tiny bit of level off the high string?
Yeah, this one.
Slightly loud.
Okay.
hammered violin, there's a automation thing on the first
note. Oh yeah, this bit. We could just fade it in there.
You could just lose the first note, to be honest. Do we need a punctuation mark there, do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is quite satisfying.
What, having it in?
Yeah.
It sticks out a little bit to me. Like it's like...
If it's just like a fade, then... It's so annoying because it's like starting. Where'd it be from here? I feel like these pitch strings aren't working properly.
Do you think the drums need to fade in a bit earlier as well?
Yeah, we could drag that back. To be honest, I think this top, that needs to just come in for the very last bar. Okay. Other than that, I think it sounds great.
Okay.
But then where do we go? I think we need something. We can't just repeat what we've done here. This is sort of... It sets the scene nicely, I think, but... to keep it playing after this. I think we could probably bring back this.
Something switched rhythm there.
Yeah, it's the arpeggiator is gone a bit messed up, but.
I think the high pitch works. Can we turn down the velocity a little bit on it?
On this pitch strings?
Yeah, it's just the high, the last high note.
It won't make a difference.
No.
It's an automated velocity from the arpeggiator. But I mean, we can try. So I think at that, I really like that on its own.
Mm.
But I think at this point that rhythm needs to come back,
Yeah.
but as something else. I'm not sure what. Pardon me. Soft piano. Maybe not. Electric piano. No. By a granular piano. Pipes and bombs. Don't know. Shift pipe, whatever that is.
That might work high up.
Yeah.
Have it as a high frequency rather than a lower frequency might work.
Kind of need something less ambient, more sort of like jagged. Either one either.
Banjo vibes.
Yeah. Whirly, Atmos, whistle, short.
What if it was more of a synth sound?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we need
kind
something
of
like that.
Tracking synth, if you know what I mean, like a kind of bleepy thing.
Let's try. Let's go with the Moog, but let's put it through that same arpeggiator sequence.
Or maybe like there's some. Is it what kind of percussion?
Yeah.
My Moog, it's got great percussion on it. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff.
We could maybe like violins.
Yeah, and then just open the decay as we get closer, maybe.
Yeah. Mm. Go with that. The mod wheel did something weird there. I'm just going to change it. Mod wheel. No. I want amount of contour. How do I do that? Contour amount? Emphasis? No, not emphasis. Cutoff. How do you do that? Emphasis, cutoff. I've no idea how this is. Emphasis is this middle guy, but what I really want is cutoff. And take that off. And then maybe the, like you say, the decay amount.
Yeah, well, I was going to say it's on the. Is there a noise generator in there?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking that
pretty much all noise.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I've just got something on my screen. I can't see it. To have a look, a shorter decay on when the filter's closed, and as it opens up, we get more of a tail to it.
Yeah, it's not the VCA, is it? It's the VCF. Basically that, right? It's a bit.
Yeah, well, it's just as the filter opens, the decay tail gets longer, so there's just a differentiation between.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Let's do mod wheel VCA decay as well. It's annoying that it does it for all of it.
The filter envelope and turn the decay down, and then the amplitude envelope turn the decay up on the actual synth dials, if you know what I mean. So that when so if you open that up and close the other one down, as it opens, the decay tail should open, and then as you turn the cut off now.
It's still it's because I know. Basically, it's because we've got the pitched oscillators going to that as well.
Right.
Yeah,
so just ramping that as well.
What we want is, as the mod wheel goes up, we want the volume of these two to go down, because this is the noise, I guess. And so if we do, what's mix mod?
How many different mod sources have you got? I imagine it'd just be mixing between the mod sources.
Okay, so AM means amp, right? So if we take VCO 1 at AM, VCO 2 AM, and then as the mod wheel goes up, those volumes go down. So then it's not doing anything. VCO FM? No.
Frequency modulation.
Yeah, that one.
Do you have to give it some amount though?
Yeah, it's minus. It's a minus amount.
Oh, is it minus? Right. That's kind of cool with that.
Yeah, it's not the one. I think maybe what it is that they have to be lower to begin with, maybe? It's not the one, really, is it? It's all a bit boo. I'm just gonna dial the decays back a bit, and then we can just like dial in some reverb or something, and then high pass it towards the end. Wow, you've got a lot of sunlight coming in.
Oh, is it?
That's almost there. Check this out. This is a shortcut for for what's it called? Did you tell me this?
Yeah. Bending the
Bending the automation. Oh, I've forgotten what it is now.
Alt Shift, or I think it is. Control Shift, one or the other. One of them.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked little trick.
Telling you your own tricks again. Right. So then I want to put some reverb in it.
And then a really nice little trick with this is towards so for maybe like the last bar or so, like have the warp automate all the way up to maximum.
The warp?
Yeah, and you get this kind of pitch rise thing. I was trying it on a track the other day. It works really nicely.
Okay. What, from the Moog?
No, from the Valhalla. So if you go to warp, what is it? Is it warp?
Warp, delay warp.
Yeah, and then just have it from wherever it is, just rise to the top for the last few little bits, and it makes the delay do this cool kind of pitch bend thing.
Nice.
I don't know whether it'll work. I don't know whether it'll work, but it'll be like, so if you put a point at the end of the region now, so it'll be less than that. It'll have to be quicker.
Right.
So
like
that. Maybe less. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry, the end of the region hasn't got anything in it. But if you have that going up to maximum now on the warp, so if you
hang on. Ooh, and it kind of, ooh, that's ace.
But then, so if you have like the last point from that and raise it right up to the top, so you get a sweep. So have it short, so it doesn't. So it's for the last, but have the point that you moved before that, have it close to the end, so it rises quickly. Otherwise, it will just sound.
What if you have that?
Yeah, try it. I just think it's not going to be impacty enough.
Sort of like
kind of works.
Sounds like the like a wave washing against the beach.
But I think that if you have it shorter, it's got more of a whip to it rather than a gradual thing. I think it needs to be just that.
Like that.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Or even shorter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, because I was using it on I just had it was leading into a kind of mini build up, so it's like a 4-bar build up before a kind of drop,
right.
And just having a chord on it, and then as it got to the end, just bending that, and it kind of sounds like it detunes, but without it going too detuny, if that makes sense. So it's a nice little trick on the warp.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's because I've sort of dialed out all the low end before that. So then it doesn't have anything to tune.
It doesn't have any pitch, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's not quite right. It is a bit wavy.
I'll just pull the EQ down.
Yeah. Maybe the density down a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Is it the one though?
Don't know. It's an interesting effect.
I know what people mean when they say, yeah, interesting.
Ah, crap. 6:30.
You got to run.
Yeah, man. I think it's nice. It's subtle. It works.
Yeah.
It's like a. I think maybe the mix could like start coming in a bit earlier, and maybe just doesn't get quite so loud. But yeah. Ace, nice one, man. Well, I'll do a bit more work on that unless you want to do another session together on it.
I mean, if you want to, well, tell you what, do a bounce, stick it in the box, do a little bit on it. I'll do a little bit on it as well, and then
we can put them together.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Or I can send you stems to pop in or whatever.
Yeah, well, maybe then it's best that we get the ending, like a few bits in the ending as well, because and then tie it up. Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
But I mean, to be honest, the rest of them are sounding great, so I think it's just this one.
Yeah.
Needs a bit of something, but yeah, awesome. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you want to send me a bounce, so I can have a listen to it as well. And then if you want to do a couple more bits, and then I don't know I don't know when you're free next.
When am I free next? I think I might be able to do another day this week.
Thursday, it has to be Thursday for me if we're going to do it.
Thursday's good. Yeah, Thursday's the day.
Because it'd be nice to get this pinged out this week, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man. That's it.
So maybe if we start, hang on a minute, I'm just trying to think. No, I'm back late. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's do Thursday.
Thursday. Wicked. All right. I'll just bounce that off. Awesome. All right, man. Nice one. I'll stop the stream now.